Hey guys, welcome to another Mind Right Monday. Today we're going to talk about how to redefine purpose. Hi guys, welcome back. I am so excited to see you. Today we are going to talk about how you can begin to redefine purpose within yourself. Now, purpose is a huge word, and it's one that I hear more often than any other words in my industry. And a big part of that is because so many of us struggle with finding meaning or finding purpose or struggling in the lack thereof. And so when we have this absence or this idea that we're missing this purpose, we could easily fill our life with a lot of disarray and pain and heartache. And so this is one of those questions that just keeps coming up. And so I decided it was important to share with you one more time today about how you can redefine this purpose. And I'm going to teach you my 3 guides to do just that. All right, so before we dive into those, let's talk about what the definition of purpose is. And so I pulled the 3 top definitions, and they are this. Number 1, the reason for which something exists or is done, made or used, etc. Number 2, a intended or desired result, end, aim, or goal. And number 3, determination or resoluteness. So where I think a lot of our struggles come in is when we get hung up only on the first one, where we feel that this is just the essence of who we are, or it's just magically supposed to have this clearly defined purpose. And we spend so much time looking for guidance and direction and waiting for the skies to part and the answers to just come and say, you are supposed to do this with your life. And the reality is that doesn't always happen. There's no clear line that's going to tell you who you're going to be and if that thing is going to bring you a tremendous amount of joy. I can tell you this, 10 years ago, I would have laughed at you if you told me that this was going to be my life. And yet now I just feel so fulfilled and so much joy in what I'm doing. But 10 years ago, I had a lot of fulfillment in what I was doing then as well. So this idea of purpose, right, is where I want to start looking at more of that second goal. And let me reread that again, where it says an intended or desired result, end or aim or goal. So again, this is just where we intend to put our energy and where we intend to start putting momentum in our life. So when we think about purpose, when we kind of start to look at it in that light, we recognize that goals are kind of a moving target, right? Is that sometimes they're over here and sometimes they're over here. And we can find purpose in all of those when we aim our attention towards those and we create intention in the act of doing those things towards that goal. All right, so let's break down my 3 guides to help you redefine purpose, and hopefully it'll bring a little bit more clarity about what I mean by this. The first one is, use your feelings as guides. Ask yourself, do you enjoy this? Is it fun? Do you feel fulfillment? So when you're looking for purpose, and a lot of times we ask ourselves, what brings, purpose into our life? Well, use your feelings as a guide to help you identify where you can find more purpose or you can find more meaning in your life. So your feelings are always on, right? And you're easily getting triggered, and we tend to only pay attention to them when they bring us pain or discomfort. We'll start paying attention to what thoughts you have or actions you take that fill you up inside, where you feel like this is fun, or I could do this all day, or I enjoy this. And use those to help kind of steering you in a direction so you can start to try new things and hopefully get more in alignment with purpose in your life. All right, here's number 2. Recognize your purpose changes just like you do. So this is what I was talking about that moving target, right? Is that when we look at the second definition about purpose, it's an intended goal or a direction or an aim. So just like I was explaining that 10 years ago, I was doing something different. I was a top producing real estate agent. I was enjoying that field, and I really found a lot of purpose and meaning in helping people find, property, invest in homes, and really get, really good return on their investments. It was a really fun and meaningful experience. But as I grew and as I changed, the meaning started to wear off. Like it just wasn't bringing me as much joy or purpose. I felt driven to do something more. And I honestly didn't know what that was. And about 5 years ago, actually it's about 6, there was a big joke that I literally Googled what an inspirational, motivational career was. And a coach popped up. Now, I had never heard of what that was before. And I started just researching. I said, I'm going to try this. So now I have a new target. Now, I don't feel purposeful yet, but I have a new target that I'm like, okay, I'm going to aim towards this. I'm going to intend to try this and find meaning and purpose within those actions as I'm going towards an entire result. Now, my old career was still meaningful and purposeful, and there was a lot of fun within it, and it doesn't mean that the career lost its muster. I just lost the muster for it. And so just think of like when we're thinking of purpose, that it changes because you change. And when we begin to recognize that it's more of a moving target and not a stagnant thing, that we can really start to begin to find more purpose and meaning in all that we do. All right, leads me to my third one, which is stop waiting for a sign and start exploring. So this is a huge one, is that we tend to, like I said, wait for the clouds to part and the words to be written in the sky, and it says, you need to do this. Good luck with that. Life doesn't always work. Now, don't get me wrong. There are moments where, it is just as clear as day. You're like, I'm supposed to do this. And we feel that purpose and we feel excitement on it. But that is actually less common than us needing to create purpose and find meaning in what we do. And the only way you're ever going to start finding those things is if you start exploring. Like I said, me finding this career to be able to help you now started with a Google search. Literally. So start searching. Get involved in your community. Get involved with different nonprofits. Go out there and be in service, or, find things that bring you joy, and then go back to number one and say, hey, is this fun for me? Do I enjoy it? And then begin to ask yourself, can I find meaning in this? And allow that to fill you up. Recognize that your purpose is going to ebb and flow, and that's okay. All right, leads me to my tweetable for this week, which is, having and finding purpose is a journey where you will make wrong turns along the way. Hopefully this video has helped you kind of redefine this idea of purpose, recognize it's a moving target, find some more fun and fulfillment with it, and don't forget to let us know what you think. You can always email us your questions at getinspired@bonniekelly.me, or you can comment below on our YouTube channel, or if you found us on our website, which is bonniekelly.me, you're able to just comment anywhere below. Don't forget to tweet, fan, follow, and friend us on all social media platforms. We're always here to support you on your journey. Until next week, I'm Bonnie Kelly.